Hey Jordan, we're at the property at 325 Fox Hill Road in Hampton, Virginia. And we're gonna go in the house. I will say you are on a busy road on this property. I do want to point that out. I'll show you that here in a minute. So I can't walk down the street and really kind of show you. But I will say the house is far back from the road, so that you have that going for you. Let's get started on the tour. So, as mentioned, there's the road, and there's your neighbor, and then the driveway. I don't know why they have the trash cans out in front, but I'm sure those are put to the side. So far, from what I can see, there is a huge backyard. So, all brick home. Roof looks like it's in great condition. So, here's the house again. And let's get this thing started. As you walk in, you have a new LVP flooring. And this would be your family room right here. You have a security system in here. Like fireplace is wood burning. I can tell from looking in. I know on the camera it might be a little dark. And you have a huge window right there. You do have a little bit of a bush, but the light is still coming in. And then there's the ceiling with quite a few lights / recessed lighting. And as you walk in from here, you have your kitchen with granite countertops, white shaker cabinets, and stainless steel appliances. And then you have recessed lighting in the kitchen. Here's your pantry space right here. And then your sink, your dishwasher, and faucet. And behind the kitchen, you have this kind of a utility room. I don't know what you would necessarily call this, to be honest with you. Well, yeah, utility room. Or actually, you could. This is actually, excuse me. This is where you could put your, you could put your dining room right here. So. And then here's your water heater. It is gas. I don't know the date on it, unfortunately. Yeah, there's no, I couldn't tell you the date. There's no manufacturer date on here. The home inspector does have a tool. This was a house that you purchased that scans the serial number. Sometimes I can read by the serial number, but on that one I just can't. But this is your electrical panel right here. And this is right behind the kitchen. So that would be your dining room back there. This room back here is where you'd put your dining room, right behind the kitchen. And this would be your family room right here. We're gonna go through the hallway now. And back there also where the water heater was where your washer and dryer would go. This is a closet. As you can see, there's the flooring. So after the closet, to the right, you have a absolutely stunning shower or bath. This is a shower, tiled floors, and a single vanity. And here's one of the bedrooms right here. And this bedroom is decent size. You got 2 windows, one right there. And then there's the ceilings, no leaks. New carpet, by the way. And then the next bedroom is right here. New carpet, very similar to the other bedroom, freshly painted. And then of course you have closet space right there, 2 windows for lighting, and you do have lights, not ceiling fans in here. Finally, you have your final bedroom in here. And there we go. And then you got a linen closet. And then back to the kitchen. So back here is your backyard. Actually, you have a huge backyard back here, and it looks like an add-on place right here, like an in-law suite, or an add-on to the house that's a part of the house right here. You got a little tree house back here. This yard is huge. Oh, this is a garage. So this is technically a workshop. I think it was a garage at one point. And it's quite large. They have a water heater in here as well. That is an older water heater. But it looks like definitely create this into a workshop. It does have an electrical panel. Let me get all sides here. Lots of lighting. Well, I don't know if the electrical, oh, there you go. There's your lighting. So we're gonna go upstairs. You got a nice gazebo, which we'll hit on the way out. I mean, this backyard goes on forever. This backyard is huge. There's a tree house right there that someone built for their kids at one point. And then this is just part of the backyard. And now we're gonna walk into the this deck. I mean, it's sturdy, but this is, I guess, an in-law suite. I hope this is open, or hope it does open. If you can't show that. Okay, I don't know how to get in here. All right, so there's the gazebo right there. Like,
yeah, he's gonna go in first because he's FaceTime the client, and then we'll go after him.
and you got a so. All right, so you have a whole in-law suite right here. Again, another place you could rent out. You got a whole new kitchen in here as well with stainless steel appliances. I don't know why that light's not turning on. For some reason, it's not. I don't see another light switch, but I'm sure that's easily fixable. But you have a gas stove right here, everything GFCI outlets, and then you got window units up here, and of course you do have your recessed lighting. And then this would be the second bath. There's only one bath in the main house, but you do have a second bath right here. And this other, this is pretty cool. And then you, believe it or not, have a little gas fireplace right there in this second unit. And of course you have another this would be a bedroom. So you got closet space right here, and I do apologize, there's another agent that showed up that's not typical at the same time. Well, not at the same time, that was here first. But they decided they were gonna go ahead and start walking around the property as I finished, so please excuse me there. You have a huge like living room area out here. This is like a second miniature, like this is like an apartment. This is literally an apartment. Really cool. You do have window units, so you don't have central air and heat in here, so that's one thing to consider. But the window unit should work for something this size. I'd say it's around 500 square foot, maybe. Yeah, I'd say 500, 600 square foot. Nah, I would say 500. But again, you got a nice little fireplace and all that right there. And we'll go look at the backyard some more. And again, here's the kitchen. The light is not working, unfortunately. But it is really cool that they have all updated stainless steel appliances and even, you know, new cabinetry. So anyways, we'll go out and look at this. Bye-bye. So here's the rest of the backyard, just to give you a tour of the backyard. Huge backyard. And then you got a shed right here. There's the apartment building / workshop. There is no garage. I mean, I think there, you know, was a garage, and maybe they took down the doors at one point, similar to the last house that we saw in Newport News. But you do have storage space right here. And it does have electricity, so let me see if I can get a light switch on. The light's barely working, but it's working. But this is just a shed. So with that being said, it's almost like you have you got an extra little apartment there, a 3-1. Just look at the size of this backyard, though. It's huge. You got a gazebo, got a little patio deck, and a second property. The second bath is in that second property. So, anyways, and then, like I said, the backyard goes back pretty far. So anyways, one more final little tour of the house. You got your main water heater. You got your dining room to the main house. Brand new kitchen, granite countertops. Stainless steel appliances. And then, again, you only have one bath in the main house. Linen closet. beautiful bath, one of the main rooms, another room right here, and another bedroom. And then there's the hallway. And then your main living room right here. Hey Jordan, my thoughts on this property. Pros, it's updated for the most part. New kitchen, new stainless steel appliances, new carpet, new LVP. The fireplace looks really nice in the main living room. Huge backyard, ginormous backyard. Workshop area, and above the workshop area, you got basically an apartment above that has been actually, you know, new carpets in there, new kitchen, stainless steel appliances. You have a gazebo in the backyard. Cons, it's on a busy road, only one bath in the main house. The second bath is in the apartment. However, I will say, even though it's on a busy road, the house is pretty far back from the road. But again, it is a busy road, just to let you know. But again, you're nowhere near the road really. It's far enough back to where you wouldn't have to worry about anything. However, when I was in the house, I didn't hear any of the cars going by or hear sound. But when you're out in the front yard, you can definitely hear it. So that's something to take into consideration. Overall, nice house. I thought the apartment thing was pretty cool. And then of course the workshop in the yard. The other thing is it technically doesn't have a garage. It has a huge workshop, which I think was a garage at one point. And that cool apartment. So there's plenty of space in that workshop. You could easily fit a car in there, but there's just no car garage opener or door to get your car in there. So, but the driveway is called Crush and Run, which is just gravel, and it does go back there. So anyways, let me know what you think. And this is the 325 Fox Hill in Hampton, Virginia. Thanks, Jordan. I'll get